Evan here. I'm going to be watching Jaden animations with Flirting and my stories.
I promised you a flirting animation in the last video, so here you go. Big shocker. I don't like it. I'm assuming you all guessed based on my personality that I'm not one to partake in swooning someone over with charming words of flattery. I don't think I've ever flirted in my entire life, come to think of it. Okay, well, I did this one time by accident, but I'll get to that later on. I'm more of a make someone feel good and just overall let them know I care about them kind of person. I have no courage to do anything else. All I can imagine is me just trying to approach someone being like, "Hey there, I have a girlfriend." Oh my god, same! We have so much in common! Oof. And even if I somehow got past the initial flirty introduction, my low small talk skills won't get me very far with anything anyway. Okay, so the first time I ever tried to be a confident, flirty person, or whatever, was with this one friend I had. I liked them at the time, and we hung out a lot. And one time we were just sitting on their bed, just chilling and talking. Just buds being buds. And my mind just starts going, okay, you've never done anything close to flirty in your entire life. Who even are you? Get your crap together. Just do something. Let's go. Jeez, come on. I basically bullied myself into submission, which I didn't even know was possible, but congrats to me, I guess. I peer pressured myself without any peers. So we were just talking, and I just wrapped my arm around them, like with no warning. They were like mid-sentence, and I just like, eh. And I immediately regretted it. Like, okay, no, this is not what I want anymore. Why'd I convince myself to do this? God dang it. Cutting the story short, we just remained friends, and honestly, I'm glad we did. I realized I prefer this person much more as a friend, and I'm glad we didn't start a relationship. If anything, we just became closer as pals. They're literally one of my best friends now. They also watch my videos, so... Hey, you're probably expecting me to say this is awkward. But you're wrong! We're best friends! Sorry you can't laugh at my self-deprecation this time. Ha! Just a side tangent. I don't understand why people just stop talking to someone just because they don't share mutual feelings with them. Like, okay, so you like someone enough to possibly consider starting a closer relationship, which means you already enjoy their company, personality, and overall them as a person. And just because they don't share the same romantic feelings back, you all of a sudden don't want to associate with them anymore? That makes absolutely no sense. Minus the relationship, you two sound like you could have a freaking bomb friendship, since you theoretically should be able to get along perfectly. I mean, if you consider them as an adequate possible partner. I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. Unless you're a douchebag and you only like that person for their looks and nothing else. Another part to flirting is the texting, the messaging, the sliding in the DMsing. And I don't really do that either, but I have something to say about it. So I guess I understand why you would want to wait a few minutes to text someone back because you don't want to seem clingy or something. But why do people wait like more than 10 minutes? That's such a waste of time. And it kind of comes off that you don't really care that you're talking to them, which is the opposite of what you're feeling. Why can't we show when we appreciate someone anymore? Also, I know people who want to text someone they like as little as possible because, I don't know, again, it makes it seem like they don't want to be texting them or something. They'll almost make it a competition to try and leave the conversation first. Like, congrats, you went on finding a way to make them be the last to text in your conversation. You know what your prize is? Not getting to talk to the person you want to talk to. Putting it that way doesn't make it seem all that appealing, does it? So now I'm sure you're wanting me to tell you stories that make me kind of die a bit inside, but provide you with entertainment. And you're right, let's start with awkward first date, shall we? During my junior year of high school after our homecoming dance, my group of friends and I wanted to go bowling because... fun. I didn't have a date, obviously. At the bowling place next to our lane were a group of people around the same age as us, and out of the blue, one of my friends just goes, "Hey, will you guys take a picture with us so it looks like we have dates?" Rachel! So we took pictures with these random people, and the one that was my date was like, "Ha, you should send that to me." And me being freaking innocent and clueless just goes, "Okay. Wait, I don't have your number." Wait, did I just... how did I do that? So blah, 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 I had this person's number now. And I was like, oh yeah, I totally meant to be all smooth like that to my friends. But in reality...
technically, nah.
I have no idea what I'm doing. They end up asking me to the movies, and I was like, okay. But my parents didn't want me to go alone, so they made me invite Kate and her boyfriend at the time to go as a double date. So we all go to the movies, and since I literally don't know anything about this person, we didn't know what to talk about. The whole time. It was all just flop conversations like, so how was your day? Good, how about you? Good. what's your favorite color? It was really, I can't, It was scarring. Like, I'm serious. I will never accept any movie invitations unless it's with close friends or family. Ever. All that comes to my mind when I think of movie theaters are just flashbacks. Like, I don't want to relive that. I already lived through it once. That's quite enough. No more, please. So that story wasn't too bad, just awkward tension. Come on, let's bump it up a bit. Awkward first kiss. So, hey, my first date was with someone I literally didn't know. You think I'd learn my lesson and would kind of get to know someone before I accepted date invitations, right? Wrong. Hint, I'm bad at saying no to people. Also, this was my second date ever. Just putting that fact out there. During my freshman year in college, this person invited me to go on a date, and yeah, I didn't know them either. Like, at all. I've learned my lesson now, okay? We meet up and decide to eat at a restaurant, and hey-oh, I'll save some time just by saying it was going very similar to my first date. Exposition time. My college has this mountain near it called A Mountain, and people like to hike it. Well, it's really not even a hike, more like walking up at a mild angle. So we wind up walking up a mountain and sitting on a rock platform at the top, and we continue attempting at a normal conversation, not really succeeding. At one point, they put their arm around me. Come to think of it, all these stories are kind of coming full circle, and I never realized, and I'm kind of freaking out. And I kind of start just panicking to myself. Okay, I see where this is going, but I don't know if I want to end up kissing them. Like, I literally know nothing about this person, again, and I haven't kissed anyone yet. What is even happening right now? Oh, golly, jeez. And all of a sudden, they grab my face and turn it towards them, and I'm going, I see what's about to happen, but crap, I don't know if I want to kiss them yet. I ran out of time. So anyone who just happens to take a date up to the top of a mountain and sit on the platform thing, you'll be sitting in the same spot I accidentally got kissed by someone. And if you're there, take a picture and tweet it at me. I'd say preferably of you guys kissing, but that's kind of weird. I mean, unless you want to. This last story isn't really about flirting or dates, but I think it's kind of funny. I was hanging out with an ex-friend, and we were walking along our college's main strip. It's a street called Mill, and it's got a bunch of stores and restaurants along it. And just because I like how all these stories are kind of connecting, the restaurant First Kiss and I went to was on this strip too. We sat down at a bench outside a shop, and these two passerbys go, "Ah, relationship goals," as they walk into the shop. We kind of looked at each other and laughed and just kept talking. Then a few minutes later, the same people left the store and walked by us again and were like, "So how long have you guys been together?" And we were like we froze. And after a bit, I just go, "He's gay." Their faces were like, "We made a mistake." So, moral of the video, don't overthink relationship stuff or dates or kissing or whatever you're overthinking. If you like someone, tell them.
Okay, that was I just paralyzed myself with my mouth. My mouth got paralyzed and I just watched it. This video was literally no point. I made this video for no point. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe. I guess comments are good, but I don't get comments